glad. I'm so glad. Lucas says, as every Saturday, I'm gonna be there. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Lucas. How was your week? How are you doing? Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm in a different spot today. And I apologize in advance that my voice sounds weird, my allergies, I feel like I got punched in the face. So, like, this whole area is feeling brutal. But I miss you. I miss live streaming. I actually find it energizing. And despite the fact that I'm not feeling my best, I know that I actually gain energy and strength from these live streams. And it is because of you. So thank you for being here. I would have never missed this for the world. And not only am I curious about how your week is going, I'm curious about what you'd like me to say. What can we say today? What can we put out into the universe for the things that we want? What would you like this summer? What would you like happen? Do you want to start something? I know you're reading the Bible, Lucas. I'd be curious to hear how far along you are in there. And oh, and if you can, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. And again, I apologize for my voice and the way I sound in advance. It's my allergies. Let me know if you could hear this. I hope so. I've noticed in the live streams the singing bowl is not sounding the same. Yay! Oh, good. Hey, Garcia Animations. Hey, I'm glad you're here. My name's Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada at 9:11 a.m. on a Saturday. I love the weekend. Do you love the weekend? I'm back, Garcia says. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Let me know if you could hear this. I hope you can hear it. Something's shifted on my settings, and we're going to have to figure it out. Again, my name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. I've got my guide, 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset. I was thinking like we could talk about the affirmations that we want to put out there. We could talk about what we learned this week. Oh, I love weekends also. Yeah, I don't think I could. Oh, you can't hear the singing bowl. Oh, I gotta figure that out. Thank you for letting me know. I absolutely love the weekends as well. Even though like I said, I'm not feeling the best right now, there is something about live streaming that energizes me. Connecting with you around the world, speaking into existence the things that we want. I know I always feel better after these live streams, and I hope you do too. Lucas says, that was not me saying hi like that. Oh, okay, sorry. That's how I read it. Again, my name is Robin, reporting live. It's 9:12 a.m. here in Ontario, Canada. It's a rainy weekend. I would have loved to do this live stream outside. It would have been beautiful, right under the sky. I love speaking into existence the things we want right under the sky with you, reading your name and comments because everyone gets a voice on this channel. So what did you learn this week? Did something interesting happen this week that you're comfortable sharing that you learned? I've been learning so much the last few weeks that I can't even keep track of all of it. I wanted to create a vlog, kind of sharing some of those perspectives, like a voiceover vlog, because it's been a lot. It's been a lot of stuff. And I just wanted to get your feedback on some of it. Let's say, hey, Lauren, Lauren's here. Lauren, I've been thinking about you. I haven't seen your name. It feels like forever. So I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. Look, Lucas says, hi, Lauren. Garcia says, I'm sorry on whatever is happening to you. You seem off today. Yeah, but I usually try to be here. Yay, nothing too crazy, but it's conversations I could never get the opportunity to get. Likewise, I love that you wrote that because that's why I do this. Part of what I was saying that I was going to learn, share that I learned this week is, the conversations right now, a lot of people are just focused on their problems and what's going wrong. And I have discovered some really important things and some very helpful things. And I tried to share it with people that could directly benefit from it. And I felt like the conversation was, then geared back to problems and issues and complaints. And I don't have a lot of opportunity to have these types of conversations, talking about life, what we want for our future, what we're working on, sharing tips and advice and things in real time together. I love that stuff. I find it very energizing. So we have to create it for ourselves, I guess. I think we have to create it for ourselves, these types of conversations. And thank you for your kindness, Garcia. It's my allergies. I feel like I got punched in the face, but thankfully I've never been punched in the face, so I don't know what that really feels like. So I should stop saying that. I'm just going to say that my allergies are bothering me, but I am glad to be here. I just hope that it doesn't sound too annoying for you. Let's see. I Bluey retracted your message. I'm sorry I never got to see it yet. Everyone gets a voice here. If you're comfortable saying it, please do share. Oh, it's not a school thing, but recently I've been commissioned to be doing posters and I learned how much patience I have. Oh, it's free. Wow, that's beautiful. Listen, these things that we do, they are meant to teach us something, folks. Whether if you're doing something for free, if you're doing something you don't like, if you're doing something that's hard or challenging, there is so much value in doing new things that it's incredible. We're never going to learn anything new from doing the same things we've done all the time. So, some of these challenges, like they really are meant to teach us something. So, I'm glad that you said that. Lucas says, I'm currently in the bathroom avoiding my brother. He's the one saying hi. Okay, that's cool. That's okay. Bring your brother in. That's amazing. I'm so glad you're with your brother today. Lauren says, yeah. I went AWOL for a while, wasn't in a good headspace, but it's 28 degrees, absolutely beautiful. And to me, oh, my love and work. Oh, yay. So you and your love will be going out in a bit. There you go. That's it. And Lauren, all of these things. Oh, hi, Bluey. I'm doing well and I'm glad you're here. Lauren, I appreciate you sharing that because I think we all have those moments. I think we all have these moments where we're feeling in a low point. Something disappointing, something happens, a combination of multiple things, or maybe nothing at all. We're just feeling a little blah. And I think that that's part of the human experience. And I know you always look for ways and solutions. You are very resourceful from what I gather from our comments and communication. So I know you'll be okay. I love that you're looking at the beautiful day. You're going to enjoy it. 28 degrees sounds amazing. I'm so happy for you. How old are you? I hope I'm saying your name right. Bluey. I'm 45 years old. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. I love live streaming, reading your names and your comments, and having meaningful discussions about life and the things we learn and our goals, and just speak it out into existence. This is your show, folks. This is your show. Uh-oh, let's see. We've got one on hold. Let's see. Milla McKennis. It held your comment. I'm not sure why it held it. Let's see. I just got here. What's she bitching about? Is it Mike? Oh, Mike Ellis. Sorry. McEllis, I said. Let's see. Hockey Girl says, how do I get over the burn and grief or getting fired because of budget cuts? Oh, thank you for sharing your experience. I'm glad you're here. One thing I've learned from challenging times that come my way is that they actually lead me to something better. And I know in the moment it might not feel like that. You're feeling grief and you feel like you got burned because there's budget cuts and you were let go. Um, it's normal to feel that way. I would feel it. Allow yourself to feel that emotion, but don't let it define you. These moments are meant to teach us something, meant to try new things, redirect us. There was a quote that I shared on this channel recently, and it basically meant like rejection is the universe's sorting mechanism. That's how the universe sorts things out for you. I have no doubt you'll be okay. Just don't let this one moment define you. And thank you for being here. It's really cool that you're comfortable sharing what you're going through. Let's see. Oh, we've got Matt. Matt has a great question here. Your transition surgery went amazing. Thank you. I really am transitioning into a new being, we'll say. So thank you for being here. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. Celsius, I hope I'm saying your name right, says hi, LOL. I'm glad you're here. Everyone gets a voice on this channel. Um, strangers' comments don't hurt my feelings. I'm a grown up. I've got a pretty good life here. And I just love live streaming and reading your names and comments, regardless of what you guys say. I do get a little kick out of some of your stuff, but I'm glad you're here. And that's really what the main point is. The main point is I actually encourage people on this channel to use the internet for good, researching subjects that you want to learn about, learning new skills, elevating your value so you can bring more value to the next role you come into. A lot of people are caught up on complaining about the prices of everything, and like we can't control all that. The government, this, that, they like to point the finger. But I like to take control of my own life and learn as much as I can so I become more valuable and I'm worth more money. And that's what I want for you. I want you to flip the script. Oh, crap, the chat went too fast for me. I want to read all of your names and comments, regardless of what you have to say. Oh, let's see. Mike goes, oh, wait, Garcia says grief. Hold on, did I miss something? Wait. Garcia says, but really, I like conversations like these, especially when I'm young in life. Wow, see, that's you're on a different level. Talking to adults is like talking with my parents. I have a ton of grief. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Grief is a really challenging emotion. We're glad you're here. We really are glad you're here, and you can work through it, especially as a young person if you're already interested in learning from adults and talking, like that's incredible. You should really give yourself credit for that. Let's see. Mike says, Canadian makes sense. Lauren says, everything was feeling too much, but most enough all at the same time. Yeah, I climbed myself out of the rut I was in. Exactly, Lauren. And I do think when we're feeling like we're in a rut, maybe like we're allowed to have those feelings. We shouldn't wish them away or try to, find these other coping mechanisms, as we all know what those are. Like, it's normal to feel that way. And I have those too. And I'm so glad that this channel is a place where we can share like our honest feelings, what we're going through and what we're working through. And the fact that you worked yourself out of the rut doesn't surprise me at all about you. Lucas says, reminder once again. Yes, Lucas, I think this is a perfect time. Please do give us a reminder. Garcia says, don't say that. They are human too. Oh, wait, did I miss something? But this time it's different. Oh, Lucas's reminder. I can't wait to hear it. Oh, Garcia says, Canadians are nice. Yeah, if we all say we are cool but don't think others are cool, then what are you? Yeah, and you know what, Garcia, I appreciate you sticking up for me. Um, I do notice from live streaming that there are people that come on the channel with the intent to kind of bust people's chops. So that's why, A, I don't take it personally, but B, I have a lot of compassion for those people. I do think that genuinely happy people don't try to intentionally be mean. They just can't be bothered. When you are really feeling good inside, you would never be bothered. Someone could drive past me on the road and like give me the finger. Maybe I'm driving too slow. And I don't know, I have no desire to retaliate. I know I've been around people that are angry or frustrated or fearful, and they're actually really hard to be around sometimes. And their own mental thoughts are putting him in that space. So I have a lot of compassion for those people. So thank you. Canadians are absolutely nice. There's nice and good and miserable and weird in all cultures. Hockey Girl says, I feel like I can't do anything right. Oh, and I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. I'm not sure how old you are, but I used to think that way too. And I used to have a very fixed mindset. And I really started working on my own thoughts and really directing it into the things that I do want to notice and really recognizing when you do something well and start building up that identity of yourself that I can figure it out. Maybe I didn't do this right now, but I can figure it out. I've figured things out before. And you could begin to embody that identity so much so that it transforms your life. Like, I've become so resourceful when a problem comes my way that it's incredibly impressive. But it took many, many years to get that way. So I just want you to know that regardless of your mindset right now, it's not fixed. It doesn't have to be unless you believe that you're stuck with it. You can work on that. Thank you for sharing. I'm so glad you're here. Garcia says, Hockey Girl, maybe have a chat with us. Absolutely. Let it out. Say it. Let's see. Mike says, it's always the unlicensed therapists who are out of touch with reality who give advice, right? This is not, hold on. Mike says, like she knows everything. Oh, wait. Mike says, STFU. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. She's just trying to chat with us. Yeah. Listen, I actually did a coaching certificate last year because it was very important to me and I'm not a therapist. I do need to make that clear. I haven't had it all figured out. I'm still going through my own journey. Absolutely. So, Mike is right in a sense that we should not put anybody on a pedestal. There's no celebrity, no famous person, no politician, nobody on a live stream that's smarter than you or knows more or even gives advice. This is just a platform where I get to share my perspective and I get to read yours, and we have an intelligent conversation or debate. And hopefully, there's some value here because I always get value from learning from you. But I do think, hold on, somebody's message was held. I'm not trying to hold your message. She's trying to tell you how to effing feel. Oh, Mike, she knows nothing. What are you going through? Hey, Mike, listen, maybe Mike is trying to help, guys. I think Mike is trying to help in his own way. She's just helping. When did you ever say she's a therapist? No, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I'm not a therapist. And maybe Mike is teaching me something. He's teaching me that maybe in the intro or on the live stream, I should note, hey, I'm not a therapist. This is just a YouTube channel, folks. I think that we can't put our expectations on others. Like, if somebody is online trying to be a sounding board, maybe they're not too bad. So, having this expectation that somebody's trying to teach you everything and trying to tell you how to feel like that, you're putting your expectation and your ideals on me, and that's actually not what this channel is. And anyone that's been here long enough will know that. Garcia's saying that, you're feeling depressed. I think a lot of people are, and I have moments of that too. Thank you for being so honest. We can all learn from you. Born the Cynic says, oh wait, it doesn't show your thing. Hold on, let me read this. Listen, guys, I don't block any of your comments, and I don't expect anyone to think like me or act like me or believe me. Don't follow me. Nothing. This is just a YouTube channel, folks. This is just a live stream, um, but with very good intentions. Okay. Born the Cynic says, "Nar bottle him up like a man and scream at some poor person who did nothing wrong." Oh, are you saying that that's what we should do when we're feeling, or you're saying that's what people do? Please do elaborate. Oh, like a ton of depression. I'm so sorry. She doesn't take it personally, Mike says. Lucas says, God loves y'all with lots of hearts. Absolutely, folks. We are all loved. Like, we weren't placed here to struggle. And I don't think that's the purpose of life. I think that these moments are meant to teach us something, but I don't think like we were just put here to have miserable lives and try to hurt other people. I do think that there's something bigger here. And, at 45 years old, I love trying to figure it out. Let's see, Garcia says, and she helps. Oh, thank you. I'm as relaxed as I can. Absolutely. And remember, her forehead has a ton of thoughts. Yeah, these are my lines and wrinkles from being 45. I'm too scared to get any work done. It's not my thing right now, but who knows, right? Let's see. Another message has been retracted. Big up. Let's see. Garcia says, I understand your opinion, but in reality, I think she's trying to help. Really? Yeah. Oh, Mike's just making fun of her. She is saying nothing. But we have to ask ourselves, friends, if Mike, let's say for example, this channel is bothering you so much, why are you still here? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just curious, like if something is upsetting you and something is bothering you about this thing on your screen right now, the fact that you're just staying and engaging, what does that say? Right? It either isn't bothering you as much, or you like to be bothered. I do think people do get addicted in like complaining and misery and this content that they follow that upsets them, yet they can't stop following it or listening to it. So we have to take responsibility for our own emotions. Garcia says she's reading comments from 5 minutes ago. Oh shoot. Oh, let's see. And that's why she's talking nonsense. I'll be right back, Lucas says. Hold on, hold on. Oh, look, Garcia says, if you don't like the chat, I recommend leaving. God still loves you, Dangerverse says. Yeah. Oh, Mike, I feel sorry for you. I feel like you came in with anger. You came with anger, and that's unfortunate. We don't want that from you. Mike, you made fun of her 2 minutes ago. Let's see. But seriously, I appreciate you in the live. Yeah, I think we all bring a little something to the live. Did you color match your glasses with your hair? Hey, Ryan says. Yeah. I do notice that on people too, when like their lipstick matches like something they're wearing or their nails match some jewelry. I do tend to notice that stuff too. It sounds like you love fashion. So do I. Garcia says, oh, IK, I forgot what that means. We've been arguing. but we're still glad you're here. Listen, hey, Mike says, I love you. I wasn't expecting that. That's beautiful, folks. From July says, hi, Queen. Mike says, I was waiting for that to come. Thought you were better than that. Oh, I missed it, guys. I apologize if I'm on backlog. Why are you there, though? Oh, let's see. Garcia. Yeah, listen, Mike, I'm really sorry, but I recommend you go. If you don't like it, yeah, it's best to leave. Absolutely. I'm going to leave and come back and start over. Hey, we got Mike starting over. What a beautiful. Okay, hold on. Can I just say how cool that is? Mike, I love that you wrote that. And I love Garcia. I love that you are sticking up for me, but I want you to know that it's not necessary. It's not necessary. These are all examples of what we can learn in real time. Mike is starting over. Let's see what he brings to the chat. Maybe, Mike, you could tell us something that you are um, that you think is helpful advice or something that you've learned. We've got Violet says this, Garcia says, okay, it's not necessary. Folks, again, I can't tell you how much stuff I've learned from live streaming about people and understanding others and where they are and about myself, again, I'm not a therapist. I don't this isn't an advice channel, right? Oh, let's see. Maka says, damn, how you doing, beautiful? Great, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Mike says, I'm an alcoholic and angry and I take things out on people I don't know. Oh, Mike, listen, thank you for your honesty. And I can tell you from personal experience, you're not the only one. Lots of people do. And I'm glad you're here and I'm glad that you're being honest and transparent. Folks, I think we all have these sides to ourselves that we don't really love. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Today, my allergies are brutal, but I couldn't cancel this live stream. I could not cancel it. So just give me 1 second. This is a beautiful space to be. We've got Violet says, what's this live about? This live is about us, if we're comfortable, sharing in the chat what we're going through, what we're learning about, and in real time, we kind of talk through it and offer each other any tips, advice, or love or support that could help each other get through it. I've been sober for 4 months, Mike says. Wow. And sometimes I get angry. Aw, of course you do. And listen, you know what I would say is don't be angry with yourself. Sometimes I wonder if angry people are angry with themselves and then they take that anger out on others. So maybe you almost have to forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. I notice that a lot in live streaming that that's what people need to talk about. You look like them therapist. Oh, see, I really do have to write this. I am not a therapist. That's nothing to do with my real job, but I have been studying the brain, the mind for many years and had to work myself out of a very terrible mindset. Lots of fear, anger, scarcity, lots of stuff I had to work through. And then I did a coaching certification last year because I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to bring some extra value to these live streams because I do notice people open up here, and this is a beautiful space to open up. And hopefully, you feel lighter after. And I wanted to be prepared. So, I am not a therapist. Hold on. Okay, that's so nice. Mike said I just had to leave and come back and start over. Booyah. There you go, Mike. I love that you did that. I love that you stayed. Oh, Mike says you seem like a nice woman. I'm pretty nice. I have good intentions, genuinely. I love that you came back and started over. Garcia says, congrats, keep going. It's okay. I understand anger in times, but talk with others. Talk with others you know and help each other. I do think our weakest moments and our most shameful moments maybe are meant to be used in the service of others. That's kind of what I'm doing. Some of like, hold on. Excuse me. The reason why I do these live streams is A, I'm looking for meaningful, deep conversations. And B, I used to have a very fixed mindset. I used to be so scared and paranoid and just so much fear from certain events that happened in childhood, like all of us. And I've seen such a positive change that I just want to tell other people about it. And I'm just nerding it out on live stream. Yeah, we're with you, Mike. See? Oh, thank God we didn't just get angry and like cancel or say a mean thing. We would have never been in this place right now where Garcia's with you. We're all supporting you, Mike. Mike saying you seem like a nice woman. This seems positive, McBrand says. Yes, that's why we're here. Manish is here. Oh my gosh. How's your new job, buddy? I haven't seen your name on a live stream in forever. I hope you're doing well with your new job. Should we all like? Yes, Mike, please. Thank you for saying that. Like and subscribe. I'm supposed to be saying that as a person that creates content, as a hobby and something I'm truly passionate about. I should be saying like and subscribe. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. Hey, Mr. Friend is here. I hope you're feeling better. I missed your name this week. Hi, Robin. I hope you're doing well. Sorry I missed the start of your stream today. Hey, it's never too late, Mr. Friend. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're feeling better. I know you were feeling off this week. Hopefully Lauren's still on this chat. We've got Lauren here. She was feeling a little off as well, like a lot of us have been, but she's here and she's got 28 degrees in the UK. Hey, Mr. Friend, you've got 28 degrees in the UK too, I bet. Mike says kiss. Yay. Let's see. Low key, look like a gay. Is it Anwar? Anwar says, that's okay. Anwar, we're glad you're here. We do nothing but love on this channel. So we say your name, we read your comments, we talk through how you're feeling. It's pretty lighthearted. No one's feelings are getting hurt. But where you're welcome to stay. Garcia says one. Violet says, what is your real job? My real job is pretty serious. I'm a high net worth account executive, which sounds very hoity toity. um, but I serve a lot of clients and I have a lot of mental deadlines and responsibilities for, very important people. And I take my job very seriously. So I love the opportunity to come on live and it's light and it's easy. And I'm not looking at spreadsheets and numbers and complicated matters. I'm talking about the things I love to talk about here with you, share some ideas and tips and tricks, read what you're going through. Oh, Mike says cocaine. That's a tough one. I hope that we are supporting you, that you get through anything. Lots of people have things that they're working through, myself included. No one's perfect. We're not looking to idolize anyone on the internet, on live stream, celebrities, wealthy people, famous people. No, everybody's got struggles, folks. Let's just focus on making the best out of this life, improving ourselves, and in turn, that has a ripple effect to everyone around us and everyone who we meet. Are you married? Mike says, yes, yes, I have a lovely husband. He's at work today. I have a 14-year-old boy that's sleeping. We've been together 23 years and he's my best friend. So I'm very lucky, folks. And I heard this quote by Gary Vee, and he's like, if you feel happy and you feel like you're in a good place, you have a duty to share that. So that's why I'm here. Ozzy Adams says, hey, I'm from Sydney, Australia, preparing for my grandmother who's turning 100 years young in 3 hours. She's taught my 50-year-old self so much, and I'm learning from her. Wow. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful statement. See, folks, we are celebrating a woman's 100th birthday today from Australia who is just bringing nothing but light and love and lessons. Oh, that's beautiful. Ozzy Adam, we wish your grandma such a happy birthday. Miguel says, hey, what's this one about? This is a live stream where we read everyone's name and comments and we give people a voice. We talk through what we're going through. We make it lighthearted, but we also talk about any tips, tricks, advice, life lessons that you've learned. Maybe Adam can tell us something that your grandma's taught you. And we leave this live stream, maybe, hopefully, ideally, with a little bit of energy, a little bit of enthusiasm, and feeling uplifting about the future, and most importantly, taking control of the content that you watch and that you listen to and that you follow. You really got to be mindful of that because it is brainwashing us, folks. I did write a guide, 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset, which I have to learn to talk about and say like and subscribe if you found any of this valuable. That's not typically how I operate, but it's useful because I do love creating content in my free time, genuinely. But 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset is available on Amazon. But if you can't afford to buy it, don't. You don't need to buy anything, folks. If you have access to Wi-Fi, which you clearly do, you can really learn some skill sets, research something that you're struggling with. If you can afford a coach, a therapist, please do. But you can get through anything. Humans are very resourceful, and we just need that reminder. Let's see, Mecca says, nah, she seems like a sweet soul. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Creating Wamjat. Oh, I don't know what that is. What? Manish says, hi. Mike says, I asked, should we all like kiss? Yeah, we should all kiss. What's WTH? I don't know. Miguel says, hi. Oh my God. Oh, she's reading one by one. Yes, I am. I give everyone a voice. Mr. Friend says, yeah, 28 degrees. Oh, I'm so happy for you. What a beautiful day. Manish says, remember that day I prepared for the interview? Yes. Folks, if you don't know, Manish and I had a live stream once. Like it was a live stream and it ended up at the very beginning. It was just Manish and I talking and we were going through interview questions. He had a really big interview. Turns out he got the job. And we were going through like practice interview questions on live stream. And that was really cool. I felt like that was really cool. I do love to add value and be of service. And I love talking about this stuff. So, Manish, thank you for giving me that opportunity. I can tell you have a high net worth. Oh, you know what? I think that we all have a high net worth, folks, and we can't let our bank balance or the square footage of our home or maybe this title and position, because you can have a great title on paper, but if you're waking up on Monday morning with a stomach ache because you have a lot of work, you know, is that great? Is that what we want? So be very weary of titles and all of these things. I think the goal is the feeling. I think when we're writing down what our goals are, instead of writing down a number of what you think you want or some title, maybe we should write down a feeling. Like, I want to wake up feeling grateful. I want to wake up feeling like I have the freedom to do whatever I want at Monday at 8 a.m. in the morning. It's not a number, it's a feeling. So, that's kind of in my mature years what I'm really understanding now is that it's the feeling, it's the emotion that we all want, folks. Happiness, love. It's not like I want some hot girl or some hot guy. It's like, no, I want someone I can love and trust and be excited about. It's not, I want to make $1 million. It's more like, I want to have enough financial freedom that I can choose what I do and where I go. And I can make money in a fulfilling way that serves others. Wow, that's what I want, not a number. Let's see. Miguel says, so what's this channel about? Hello, it's about sharing. You are successful. And she's reading me wrong. Oh, I apologize. 23 years. Yes. Congrats, Ben says. Congratulations, Mike says. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm in backlog here. Hold on. Where are we? Well, I need, oh, we have to go. I'm glad she's here. Ben says, Mike, she's 6'5". What does this mean? I don't know. But just remember, folks, other people's words can't hurt me. So I never want, see, the only thing about the chat, what sometimes when I log off and there's things in the chat, they don't hurt me. I just don't want other people in the chat to be distracted by that. I want you to be focused on the positive message. And I do think sometimes when we have this contrast in the chat, it ends up being helpful in this odd, strange way where we can kind of get through it in real time. But I want you to stay focused on the message, which is use the internet for good. If you have an opportunity to say something in writing, you're putting it out there, you're spelling, as they say, put something out there that you want reflected back to you. Because I do think life reflects back what we put out. So if we're putting back anger and hate and frustration, we're going to notice a lot of things in our life that make us angry and hateful and frustrated. So be very mindful about what you put out into the world because it does reflect back to you. And once you notice that little trick, it's not a trick, but once you really start coming from that place of, I'm just going to keep trying to put good out, you know what I mean? It has such an interesting way of coming back to you that it's incredibly amazing. And I wish that I could like just tell everybody that. Oh, I'm 6'5", Mike says. Wow. Kenneth Ford is here. Oh, Kenneth Ford always brings a little positivity. I'm glad you're here. Good morning from Mississippi. Yeah, 100 years, Manish says. Wow, that is nice for YouTube. I'm trying to troll here, Ben. We got a couple people trying to troll, but that's okay. We love trolls here on this channel. We love everyone. And I wouldn't even try to call it trolling. I just think that some people like to bust other people's chops a little bit. They test it out. And I don't know. Sometimes it makes for interesting conversation. Understood, Ben says. Ben is my best live friend. Oh, do you know Ben too? William says, do you think we are slaves for the government? Aw, you know what? I think, William, it could feel that way, but don't focus on that. If I was saying earlier in the live stream that we can't control the government, we can't control the prices. All we can control is what we bring to the world and how valuable we make ourselves and how smart. And I'm not a traditionally smart person, terrible in math and spelling. So, I guess for many years, decades, I thought that I wasn't smart because I was bad at math and spelling. And I realized, folks, there's a lot of measurements to intelligence. So if you can use the internet for good and teach yourself some new skills, marketing, communication, editing, whatever subject matter you're interested in, and just make yourself more valuable to the job you already have and to your future self. And I promise you, your life will change. We cannot control the government. So I don't think I'm a slave to the government. I don't think I'm a slave to anything. I think that I'm a creator and I create the life that I live and I take full responsibility for all the good and the bad that's in my life. And I don't know, I'm focused on the good, folks. And that's what I want for you. Let's see. Yes, it is. It's nuts. I think. Oh, wait. Hold on. Miguel says, yes, it is. It's nuts. I have a 14-year-old boy and fascism helped a lot. Oh, forgive me. Or cynicism, excuse me. I misread it. Oh, I hope it's not cynicism helped, because I would say optimism really helped me. And I have a 14-year-old son too. But optimism is helping me. It's helping me feel like I can figure out any problem that comes my way and that there is nothing that I can't get through. And I feel like that's an optimistic mindset. But again, I'm not here to tell you that what you're doing is wrong or what I'm doing. I'm just sharing my own perspective. We're both over 6 foot tall, Ben says. Omar says, we ain't slaves to them unless you make yourself one. Yeah, I love that. I don't think we're slaves to anyone or anything. I think we really do create our own life moment to moment by what we choose to think about, what we choose to follow, how we choose to spend our free time. Definitely not a slave. Can't wait till she reads this in an hour. Oh, great. It's been that long. Gonna work. Yeah, but sub, see you next time. Oh, you're going to work. Okay, thank you for being here from Portugal. Hey, lots of people tell me I look Portuguese. Good luck on your work day. Till we meet again, brother, Ben says to Mike. And 10 pounds heavier. It's my grandma's, oh, granddad's birthday. Hey, Violet's celebrating a birthday as well. Hell yeah. See you around. I'd rather have your net worth. Oh, I must be really far behind. Manish says, yes, 5 months. Oh my God, 5 months ago was that live stream. And I'm doing pretty well. I'm away from home. Yeah, but I got so much. Yeah, my life is pretty much sorted out. And now I just have to keep sailing. Absolutely. Getting me some sausage and eggs today. Tam says, I'm starving. I would love that. Hi, I'm sharing everything. That's beautiful. Even my thoughts. Thank you for being here. Ozzy Adams says, oh my God, I must be in backlog. Grandma has taught me not to sweat the small stuff. So, folks, Adam is celebrating his grandma's 100th birthday, and she is wise. She said, shift your focus to positivity and optimism. What we do, yes, rather than what we don't have. Live with no regrets and love yourself first. Adam, your grandma sounds so wise. Dude, she thinks everything is about her, Mike says. Kenneth Ford says, I had a few days um, oh, I had a few days at my job this week. With the end of the day, I said, I can't believe they're paying me because I do this for free. Yay, Kenneth Ford loves his job. Isn't that a beautiful feeling? It just means it's possible for all of us. Yeah, that strange way, YouTuber says. Yes, I agree. I'm out, Mike says. Mindful check. Ozzy says manifestation, a little trick. Let's see. A rich, out of touch Canadian trying to relate to working class people. Oh, Mike, you see one chapter of someone's life and you assume. That's another interesting thing I'm learning about people too. Um, they see one little part and they have no idea what you had to go through and what you had to sacrifice or get to. But that's the good part about life, folks, is that we don't need other people to understand us. I don't need to explain or have other people understand. Um, you don't need people to understand you. Yeah, I'm happy, YouTuber says. Laughable, Mike says. No trolling, never testing out. Ben, you from MJ. You are pretty. Oh, thank you, Meanie. Let's see. Violet's gotta go. I love him though. Oh my God, how far back am I? Oh, thank you, Mike's got to go to a construction job. Hey, listen, you're a handy man. That's not crappy. You know how many men wish they were handy? Good for you if you're handy. And you are awesome. Thank you. What are you reading? I'm in backlog. I'm so sorry, Minnie. Okay, check, YouTuber says. Oh, you take jokes and criticism well, Mike says. Absolutely. Yeah, we know now. Wait, how far back? It shows a lot of character, Mike says. Thank you. Facts. Joss says, hello, lady. You have a great energy. Love your positivity. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. That's what I want, folks. I just want to remind you that we get to choose how we feel. We get to choose how other people's words impact us. We get to choose if it hurts us or if it just ricochets off us. It's all a choice. I do really think that. So I hope this teaches you something in real time. Newton says, first of all, God bless you. And I'm here after 1 month. Good to see you. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Long head baby. Yeah, right? Long head. Yeah, you're not the first person that's written that before. You look like Megan Fox. Oh, wow. Thank you. I wish. Newton says, you are so slow. Above, you are so late at reading comments. Clearly, I am. Megan Fox with a long face, Pizzo says. It's like you're going to read my comments in 10 minutes later. Probably, yeah, and I do apologize. My girlfriend makes me want to be a better person so I can get a better girlfriend. Okay. That's so hilarious. Yikes. Let's see. I can't wait till she reads it. Oh no, she's going to skip that one. Only because I actually have typically I read everybody's name in comments, but I've had people from grade 3 on these live streams all the way up to like 80-year-olds. So I do have to be mindful. Like, this is the channel where I read everyone's comments and everyone gets a voice. But at the same time, I've got young people on here that are trying to have an intelligent conversation. And I need to be mindful of that. I need to be careful of that. So I did read your statement. And yes, it happens to be, but I won't let that comment come on the screen. Okay. Sun has set here. I just saw sunlight going down slowly, Manish says. It's okay, YouTuber says. Don't listen to them, Minnie says. I won't. Hey, YouTuber says sub. Yay, I got a subscriber. I appreciate that. Manish says the thing is she does. Yeah, reading each and everyone's comment. I can't imagine her having a million people. Yeah, I'm 10. Hey, Pizzo is 10, possibly. Yeah, I do read everyone's name and comment. I actually like that part about the live stream because this is not my live stream. This isn't, hey, listen to this lady talk all day. This is your live stream, and I get a lot of value from learning from you, reading your names and comments, talking things through, hearing what people are going through in real time because it ends up giving me an understanding of what to talk about in my next vlog, a perspective on life and what people are going through. And then I use those lessons and convert it into more topics and content to talk about. So thank you. Even the stuff that's not that nice, there's still value in here, but I'm not encouraging you to go on the internet and say mean things. Again, life is a reflection of what you put out there. So if you find yourself in the habit of going on the internet just to say mean things to other people, you'll notice a lot of mean and angry thoughts in your own head. It'll reflect back at you. So be very mindful of that. Yeah, this is just like a radio. Yeah, maybe it's a radio show. Maybe I was a radio broadcaster in my previous life. Sometimes I talk like that. I say, this is Robin reporting live from Ontario, Canada, 9:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Saturday. Glad you're here. Espresso Medic says, what's your credentials? This is a live stream. So my credentials right now is just a regular person on the internet trying to have a conversation, sharing her own personal perspective to see if it adds value. I did get a coaching certification last year, so I could add more value to the live streams, but I am not a therapist. I'm not a person that has every single aspect of my life perfect and figured out. And you shouldn't put anyone on a pedestal. So, what can I teach you? Absolutely. Liam, you can teach me if you have a quote, some advice, something that you have learned that's been valuable to you and you're comfortable sharing in the chat, let's do it. I mean, I think there's a handful of things that we've learned from being on this live stream today. What are we at? 43 minutes. 43 minutes of interacting with different people around the world. We get to see different people's perspectives and personalities shine in real time here. There's always something to learn. Oh, where's all your stuff? The singing bowl, the scrapbook. I actually do have the singing bowl, but for some reason, you can't hear it on the live stream anymore. I don't know why. It's here. Honestly, Manish, I felt really unwell today. My allergies are so bad. I feel like my whole face is swollen. So, but I couldn't miss this. Let's see. Pedro says, bet you were hot back in the day. Yeah, you know what? I still feel like I'm kind of hot. And not in the way that people will think, like, oh, what I look like. I just feel like I have a very youthful spirit. I like dancing and singing and like hula hoops and arts and crafts, and I'm 45. I love laughing and joking and just being lighthearted, but also having very serious conversations. And I think that keeps people young. We've got Adam celebrating his grandma's 100th birthday. I kind of imagine that your grandma, Adam, if you're still here on this stream, is similar. She's got a youthful spirit inside. So hold on. Have you ever tried? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, wait. Mr. Dunham says, hi, I'm glad you're here. Hey, just Juris Ranger is here. Hi, I'm back. LOL. Yay, I'm here. I'm glad. Good vibes in Cougarville. Alan McDonald says, yes, absolutely. Folks, we are having good vibes in Cougarville. Except I have to make sure I understand the definition of cougar before. I wouldn't want to call myself that. Let's not say that, actually. This is good vibes in 45-year-oldville, okay? Whatever you want to call that. Have you ever tried DMT? Jeff says, no. I haven't tried it, but I wouldn't want to say researched it, but it's definitely something I was curious to learn about. I think I'd be scared. I think I'd be scared to try it. I'm a pretty reflective person, and I do feel already that we are one and all kind of those things where I relate to people and nobody feels like strangers to me. I would almost be scared to go through something like that. I don't know. Have you tried it? Let me know. Hot back in the day, LOL. Yeah, back in the day. Way back in the day, John says, like way back. Guys, it's not that far back. I'm 45, okay? How old are you? Like 20? I don't get it. You tell me what your lady's gonna look like when she's 45. Back in the day, she's hot now, bro. Hey, Profac, thank you for sticking up for me. Slam says, Kof. Is it cough? I don't know. I don't know these short form lingos, folks. Let's see. Oh, yay. Nirvana says she's hot now. Thanks, guys. But listen, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I have good intentions. When nobody's around and I'm just in my own thoughts, I don't think badly of others. I don't wish others are hurt or people that have mistreated me in my life. I don't want to hear they broke up or they're sick or they gained a lot of weight. Like I don't want to see people suffering. And that's what I know is the coolest part about me. But looks are important, in a way. Aloha from Hawaii, Nirvana says. Nirvana Crown 6516 is in Hawaii. Wow, what a beautiful place to be. What a blessing. Espresso says, you're still cute. I'm 45 too. And after 45 years, what's your most valuable advice? Gosh, I have a handful of things. If I could pick one thing, I would say that it's a Henry Ford quote that whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. What I've seen from my own experience coming from where I came from to where I am now is all mindset, but action. It's not just mindset. It's you got to take action too. But what I mean is you have to believe it's possible. You have to believe you can learn. You have to believe that if it's happened for other people and they're doing well, it can happen for you too. So I do think our beliefs is number one. Do you believe it's possible for you? Do you believe that you can learn more and become more valuable and have a completely different life than you started out in? You can. I've seen it in my own life and I am still on the way up. And I know that for you too. So that's what I would say. Let's see. Alan says, I was just kidding, laugh out loud. Good vibes all around. See, I love that. I love that in real time we have people like kind of poking fun a little bit and then they kind of just stick around because they're curious and then they realize this chick's not bad. She's all right, right? She's not too bad. Maybe she's got good intentions after all. Nirvana says we naturally have DMT. Oh, I did read something like that. I did read that apparently we have cannabinoid receptors too in our brain, which apparently was left out of the medical textbook. A whole bunch of interesting stuff. So that's cool. Hey, we got greetings from Berlin. Wow, I've never been there. That sounds incredible. Liam, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Youngest guy you've been with. Oh, I've actually been with my husband for 23 years. So, um, I don't think I've ever dated somebody before him that was younger. My husband's going to be 50 next week. I'm 45. I'll be 46 this year. I've never dated a younger guy. I've been with my husband for a long time. Hey, do you remember me? Fatih says, yes, absolutely. Nope, never tried it either, but curious, Jeff says. Yeah, there's a lot of different research and different interesting things about it. And, curiosity is a really cool thing. It's cool to be curious about stuff and learn about it. Just make sure it's not that doom and gloom, like doom scrolling, kind of just getting into this dark hole of stuff. There's a lot of good that you can research in the world too. So, like, pick and choose what you want to kind of dive deep into researching because it's going to have an impact on the way you see life. Hi, baby. Barack says, hello. Barack, I'm glad you're here. I'll be 48 in November, Nirvana says. Wow, what a blessing. My dad died at 38 years old of a heart attack. 38. So it's such a blessing to celebrate a birthday. I love that. Let's see. Barack says, Barak says, would you like a nice looking Italian stallion? I'm looking for a nice cougar. I got a handsome Greek stud. My husband is such a incredible man. I feel very, very lucky, but I am sure you're a stud. Let's see. Jira says, no, there's no one good but God. Oh, that's not true. We have bad moments, but we are all good people. Absolutely. Mahoit says, oh God, Mahoit took a dump in the shower, I believe. Yikes. Yikes. You better figure out a way to pack that up. Manish says, I always come to your channel to have a coffee and talk and reflect and chill. That sounds perfect. That sounds exactly like the way this channel's supposed to be used. I love that. Five Monkey says, stop the illegal occupation of Palestine. Oh man, listen, I wish all people well. I really do wish all people well. Let's see. That's right. Always show up for the self. Yeah, showing up for yourself is showing up for others, Nirvana says. Absolutely. That's all we can do. We can only work on our own mindset, the way we see life, how we experience it. And then when we shift that, we bring like a different level of ourselves into the world. And it has such a ripple effect that it's incredible. Recently, I've seen an example of something good that I did in quiet. Nobody knew about it. Well, one person would have been involved, but I didn't tell anyone. And then it's like, come back around 3 years later, come back around to me. Can you imagine something kind I did without telling anyone? 3 years later is coming back around to serve me. You know, I don't think kindness disappears. It does. It recirculates the world and it has a way of coming back to us. And same with anything else we put out there, folks. I love that you wrote that. Profex says poo poo advice. Best advice is invest in yourself and in your 401k early. Yeah, brush your teeth and keep an active lifestyle. That's beautiful. That's such a great statement. Absolutely. Invest in yourself, in your 401k, brush your teeth, and keep an active lifestyle. Yeah, Espresso says 100% you're doing great. Keep it up. Thank you. Brad Pitless says, Boy, ever clog the drain? I imagine so. Western Australia, Espresso says. Shut up about Palestine, Juris Ringer says. That was too smoky. I'm not sure what that means, but listen, we all want people to thrive. We do. And we should want others to thrive as well. I think that that's a beautiful thing. I think there's enough success and freedom and opportunity for all of us that it would be such a beautiful, productive world if we just focused on the good. I feel like competing with your husband just for those pretty eyes of yours. Oh, you're so cute. Abundance. Home with Pablo says, thank you. I love that. Is it Adele Moser? I wanted to be positive. I didn't want to tell him that he is some absurd creature, some look-alike. Yeah, let's try to stay focused. Listen, there's going to be moments where we're not positive, folks, and that's okay too. But I think deliberately trying to hurt others or saying mean things, that's going to reflect back at us. We don't want that. Yikes. Is it Profoac says, if you poop in the shower, just waffle stomp it. Listen, everyone gets a voice here. I read everyone's comment. Hi, this is Mrs. McQueen Days. Blessed every day is blessed. Life's blessed holidays. Every day. Oh, John Phillips, I'm glad you're here. Yes. Hi, Miss Queen. Yes. Every day is blessed. Absolutely. It really is a gift. Like I said, my dad died at 38 years old, and the night before he wasn't feeling well and he had indigestion. And I got so emotional. I was only 6, and it was the first time I ever said it to my mom, like, "Is dad gonna die?" And then she brought my dad in to say, like, "No, no, it's just indigestion. I'm not gonna die," my dad said. And he was dead the next morning, folks. Literally. So I just need you to know that you're right, John Phillips. Every day is a blessing. Do you have a favorite cabbage recipe? Oh, I'm a terrible cook. Yeek. I'm a terrible cook. My husband's the great cook. So you don't ever want to ask a recipe. My recipe is stick it in the oven and turn it on. And when it looks crunchy, it's ready. That's my extent. I'm terrible at cooking. Oh, that's lovely. Adele says, "You speak so highly about your husband. What is it that makes you feel that way?" And it can only strangely around absurd nonsense that doesn't have an own opinion. Hold on, wait, I misread your comment. You speak so highly about your husband. What is it? What makes you feel that way? Uh, what makes my me feel that way about my husband is just he's very pleasant to be around. He's smiling and laughing and happy. His love is just very he's just a very loving man, both to our son and myself. Very cuddly, very affectionate, very pleasant to be around, very beautiful. He loves, like, if he gets a cut of meat, he'll like give us the best cut, like feed it to us, like, and like watch what we think of it. Like, that's a good cut, right? That's a good piece. And you can tell he just loves making his wife and son happy. Everything he does, it's very, very beautiful. And I feel super, super lucky. Craftsman says, "Oh, that's why we got Trump. Oh, I missed that. Coif is terrible slang. It means, oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, I didn't know that. COIF. See, I learned something every day." John Phillips said, "Handmade food in the world. Yeah, from history, recipes from grandparents. Amen." John Phillips, I love that you were smart enough to learn how to cook these recipes from your grandparents. I think that that's really smart of you. Listen, if I had to cook a few things, I could, but it's not my love and passion. It's not like, so I would prefer to clean the kitchen than cook in the kitchen, but I do wish I was a better cook. So I love that. Professor Oak is oh, Professor Oak. I love that. That's what your name is, short form. That's cool. Shame we're always being so polarized. Nice. Yeah, nice. You're just keeping it simple. Yeah, absolutely. It is a shame that humans are polarized. And I see that a lot in the live streams. And then I also see people come back around in real time and realize, like, hey, we don't need everyone to think like us. We don't need everyone in the comments to agree with us. Like, we can have our own different perspectives, bring it to a conversation, and you can leave thinking your way, and I can leave thinking mine. And we can just, cohabitate on the planet as individuals. I love that you wrote that. I'm Dr. Love, Liam says. Oh, I bet you are. John Phillips says, "Much love and appreciation. Y'all's channel, thanks for having me. Amen. Have a blessed day." Likewise, we are messaging and wishing you a blessed day. All right. I get it. If you don't even know him, you're just talking about something else. Oh, I'm not sure what you meant. Let's see. Dickie Wiener has an interesting comment. Thanks, Dickie. HM anyway. I'm not sure. How could you address this individual? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you will one day learn to cook, my faith. Amen. Absolutely. I think as a husband, I know I'm here to look after my wife and daughter. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Likewise, we're all here to look after each other too. But we all have different love languages. I know my husband loves like giving gifts and doing kind gestures. He makes me coffee and he brings it to me. He knows that some days when we don't have to jump out of bed, I love drinking my coffee in the morning and I get all my ideas about content and things I want to share with people. They come in the morning. And even though my husband doesn't have he doesn't even really use email, and so he doesn't have any social media, he gives me that space to be me. And even though we're different, he just sort of accepts it like that. And it's very beautiful. What an answer, Adele says. Not just humans, Mother Nature is polarized. Ah, Dickie Weiner says, that's such an interesting statement. Yeah, Mother Nature is polarized. Wow. Folks, I love that we can learn from each other in these live streams. I do think there's value hearing other people's perspectives, and we should not expect others to think like us and believe what we believe. We shouldn't put people on a pedestal. We should allow people to be and live their own experiences. I hope that you get to see the value in that. Let's see. Adele says, yesterday I convinced a fake person it is. Oh, oh, it got way too weird. I guess that's another live stream you were on, Adele. Espresso says, understanding each other's love languages is critical. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know what my husband says. And like I said, he's a very affectionate man, thankfully. And after all these years, we still have a lot of love for one another. And we get excited if we could book a day off and get to be together, even though it's like running errands. And, it's not like I'm doing any extravagant things. We're just being a married family with our son's activities and living in a household and doing chores together, and we just appreciate having that time doing it together because we are friends and lovers, which is such a beautiful marriage. I do hope that my son has a loving marriage like ours, which is inevitable for him because that's all he's seen in his household. He sees his parents speaking very loving to each other, together, committed, creating a beautiful life together. So I imagine that that's all my son knows. That's what he thinks marriage is. That's what he thinks marriage means. So, um, I love that, folks. I'm sorry that some of your comments are being hidden. My intention isn't to hide anybody's statements. Adele says he loved it when he laughed, then he underdressed. Yeah. Or then he undressed. And this is when I started running. Oh, you mean a live stream person undressed on the live? I think maybe that's why some live streams get a bad rap. I don't watch other people's live streams. I'm very selective with the content that I listen to. I don't watch short form content. I select everything I watch. I don't let the algorithm choose, but I've trained my algorithm to really feed me things that are evolving my perspective and my understanding about life and people and the topics that I want to learn about and become stronger in communication, all the subjects I'm interested in. That's what my algorithm here on YouTube is feeding me. And it's just helping me become more of an evolved person because I'm careful with the content. It was in Germany, in the streets, oh, of a tiny town. Oh my gosh. Wow. No Ordinate says hi. Black Hole says, you are scary, bro. Yikes. Not my intention. You have such a positive energy, YouTuber says. That's my goal. Why don't you wear a hijab, says Power Ranger. Well, it's not part of my upbringing. But people are allowed to wear a hijab if they want. Again, I really do let people be. I came from a mixed culture. My mom, if you met her, you wouldn't think she's my mom. She's a little brown lady from Guyana. My mom is brown. My father was white. My family is very mixed. I love all cultures. I relate to all cultures. I love differences. I love learning about other people's religion and what they're interested in and what they believe in. It doesn't mean I have to or you have to believe in it. You need to cover yourself, Power Ranger says. Now, uh-oh. Power Ranger, your all cap seems angry. I hope you're not angry. Again, we have to take responsibility with the content we follow. If we are following something that angers us or frustrates us, you have the option of watching something else. We have to take responsibility for ourselves. Look at this old bum. Unreal. LKJMNBX. Holy wow. Power Ranger says, hello, you understand English? Yes, absolutely. I wish I knew another language. I only know one language, and it's English. I do admire people that speak another language. Let's see. A YouTuber says kick Power Ranger. It's so funny. It's a low level production. LKJMX says it's a low level production. Absolutely. Um, I think if I complicated production, I probably wouldn't live stream. I have a full-time job, a family, a life that I really enjoy living. But I do also have a message that I really enjoy sharing. And I feel like these live streams of meaningful conversations, reading people's names, encouraging people to use the internet for good and look for the good, create good in the world, and it will mirror back to you. It's such an important message that I can't let production value stop me. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to just go for it. Your love language. Oh, your language is language of love and friendship. Yeah, Joss says, thank you for being here. I've never seen your name in the chat. Welcome to the channel. You need to cover, Power Ranger says. Adele says, Power Ranger probably believes idiots could hide. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. What's your occupation, man? I'm an insurance broker. I'm an insurance broker by day, live streamer by night, content creator. I love creating content. I'm just fooling around. K or L, J, oh, that letter. I'm just going to call you LK. I'm just fooling around. Yeah, absolutely. I get it. I get that people come on the live streams and they kind of poke fun at others. And that's why I read everyone's name and comment, because it does add a little bit of interest to the show. And I get to show you in real time that strangers' words can't hurt you unless you allow them to. So I do hope you take something valuable from the live stream as opposed to like, hey, we're just killing time here. Nothing I do is just killing time. Everything it really is intentional, and I hope that something good came out of this for you. Let's see. Power Ranger. Again, we can't impose our beliefs onto other people. Like being a fabric. He doesn't understand that if there's non-living material, we just ignore it, which is funny. Yeah, that's it. That's it, folks. Listen, this has been incredible. Thank you for being here. It's been 66 minutes and 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. I really wish for you this weekend and this upcoming week and summer, wherever you are in the world, that you do use the internet for good and that you do remind yourself that whatever you put out there in your words and your thoughts will reflect back to you. So if you want to start seeing opportunities in life, kind moments, people forgiving, people trying to help you, people doing kind things for you, do that for others and let that slowly become part of your personality. And I promise you, it will transform your life the way it's transformed mine, and it continues to transform mine. And that's why I will always advocate for this on this channel, because I want that for you and I know it's possible. If it happened for me, it's happening for you, and it's definitely possible. Run, Adele says. Yeah, I gotta run. I look forward to seeing you on the next live stream, and I truly wish all of you an incredible weekend. And remember, when we look for the good, we become part of it. So please do like and subscribe. Yeah, I gotta run. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, and I wish you an incredible weekend. And remember, whatever you put out there reflects back at you. So if you keep running into people that are stupid or annoying or frustrating you, reverse it. Don't engage with those people anymore. Engage with the stuff that makes you feel good and light and happy and energized. And I promise it will reflect back. Funny. It's hunting season. Woo woo, Adele says. What a great way to start the day. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you. Truly.